on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of The Green Zone, the most elevated sports podcast. If you guys like what we got going on here, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Be a friend, tell a friend, share it with someone, pass it along to them, and drop something in the comment. Give us some ideas of what you guys want us to talk about in the future, or if you guys liked what we're talking about here, let us know down there. We'd love to hear what you guys think. Now, let's get into the episode. Welcome back to The Green Zone. This will be the first rendition of the 2024 NFL Weedcap. Yes, you heard me right, Weedcap. We are trying to incorporate a little bit more cannabis talk, weed talk, or at least some just weed-based segments into the program. So Weedcaps will now be one of our featured episodes every week. We'll also be doing a little predictions episode. I don't know how I'll tie in weed to that one too much, but it will be a thing. You will see that one coming out probably Thursday morning. These ones you'll likely see Monday or afternoon or Tuesday morning. Speaking of which, tonight is Monday Night Football, so we won't be talking about them necessarily in terms of what happened, but we will try to predict the game. I think we'll get that at the very end. We'll touch on it, but game plan for this episode, we're going to go over notable games that happened in this week. We'll do obviously the what you smoking on segment. We will then get into who's lit, who greened out from this week. And that is going to be teams and players, not necessarily just one way or the other. Kind of a mix of both. Talk a little bit about some teams and players more than others. Sometimes we'll just mention them. Sometimes we'll get into depth about them. So we'll run that, and then I think to close it out, we'll do the fan bases that need to session chill, which means a certain amount of fan bases are overreacting a little bit today on a Monday, and they need to chill out. They need to take a step back and relax, whether it be they're too high on their team or they're too low on their team, and this will happen week to week. As we know, the NFL is a very cyclical process where you see the start of each week is the start of a new hope, and teams tend to overact week to week to week, where things can look great one week and terrible the next, but it really ends up that it's not bad one way or the other. We'll get into it. It'll be a good time. And then finally, we'll give our Monday Night Football predictions. Tonight is Jets versus Niners. Should be a banger. We had a lot of good bangers this week. Let's talk about how fucking great the NFL was this week. Like, how fucking great it was. You start off on Thursday Night Football. Chiefs-Ravens, man. I mean, Patrick Mahomes put on an absolute clinic for the Kansas City Chiefs. He was out there playing his ass off, and one of the dudes will be featuring in the who's not Xavier Worthy. Coming out of nowhere, there was just a lot of shit talk coming out of training camp, watching him get bullied, being a little too small. Can he perform as an NFL receiver? It was all TBD, and I think it's been determined. Week one had 2 touchdowns, running touchdown, a nice little end around. That dude is fast as fuck, and we knew that. I mean, fastest guy to ever run the 40, but shit, to see it in real game time speed, it was electric. They moved the ball up and down the field. They had a little bit of struggles. They skirted a little bit, had to end some drives on some field goals, but shit, they won 20-27 against the Ravens team that is really built to try to beat them. Their goal was to make an impact, and shit, first quarter looked great both sides. Second quarter, third quarter, Ravens struggled, man. Ravens could not put a drive together. And then finally Lamar turned it on and was lighting it up, throwing fucking darts down the field, running all up and down, fucking pocket collapses, and you just see this dude bounce forward, bounce back, shift right. None of the linemen can keep up with him, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just flings it fucking down the road. What the fuck, man? Great fucking game. Ended up on a heartbreaker ending. Isaiah Likely with that toe tapper, dude. That fucking toe tapper. He was this goddamn close to making that game absolutely different in terms of the whole appearance of the way people saw it. And John Harbaugh was coming in. That fool was going for 2, man. That fool was going for 2. We would have known right then and there who was going to win. It was going to either be Ravens 28-27 or Chiefs 27-26. Fuck, man. That would have been great. That would have been the absolute best way to end the first week of NFL football. But nevertheless, we were given a fantastic game. Moved right on next to the Eagles-Packers, where they were battling, flinging it all up and down the field. Jalen Hurts looks like he has that spark again. Jordan Love looks like he didn't take any fucking foot off the gas pedal in the offseason. It almost came down to that last minute drive by the Packers, and unfortunately, our guy Jordan Love took a hit, or not hit. I guess he got tackled, little wrapped up around his leg fell down wrongly. He's hurt. Malik Willis couldn't come in and get that last minute throw. Honestly, if we went back and had to do it again and had to predict whether or not the Packers would have scored if just Jordan Love did not get hurt, I would have taken yes, man. I think those fools would have finished that game and would have been absolutely on track to be one of the best teams in the NFL, which is scary because the Colts play them next week. But he got hurt. Malik Willis came in, tried to finish that game out. There was only like 15 seconds left, I think, when he got hurt or something like that. I mean, it was right at the very end. It was very unfortunate, but it was a great game nevertheless in Brazil. Eagles squeaked that one out 34-29. Next game, we're going to talk about Colts and the Texans. My boys, the Colts, man, that was a tough watch, but also a very exciting and promising watch. Let's get into the Texans first, dude. CJ Stroud. I did the dog. But the real dog that fucking game was Joe fucking Mixon. Ran for 195 yards, absolutely obliterated the Colts defensive line, secondary, fucking linebacker core. He made us look like a bunch of bitches, dude. Not even him, but their O-line. They were fucking trudging it down the field. It was impressive. And the Colts had some plays where they were making some stops. It wasn't like it was just kind of like utter dominance all up and down the field. We held our own decently in the past game, except fucking that dude Nico Collins, dude. Fuck, dude. I'm starting to realize it may not be CJ. It may be everyone around him that is helping elevate his game. Oh, let me take that back. CJ is obviously playing a very good. He makes the right decisions, but it seems like the talent around him is really helping to elevate him, not the other way around. The catches that were being made by Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, fucking Dalton Schultz made some good ones. They threw it to Joe Mixon out of the backfield a few times, but that last fourth down throw, CJ Stroud throws that ball wide outside, and Nico Collins knee-toed on one leg to complete the catch to get them a first down to basically seal the game for them. As a Colts fan, I was sitting there, and my boy was all upset, and I'm just like, you can't be mad at that. You shouldn't be mad at that. That is a great player making a great fucking play. It was crazy, and they were doing that shit all game. I mean, he had I think CJ Stroud had like a fucking 57 or something yard rope to fucking Nico down the middle of the field, double covered in between them. The dude just went up and caught it and was just like, nothing, no problem. What the fuck, man? That team's going to be an unstoppable force this year. It's going to take injuries to slow them down. That defense is absolutely nasty. They got a little bit to figure out because they fucked up on some deep balls, man. I mean, Anthony Richardson, play of the year, where he slips on the grass, gets himself back up, and just launches a absolute dart to Alec Pierce down the fucking field. It was one of the most insane things you'll ever see in the NFL. That dude has potential to be the guy. I mean, will he be Patrick Mahomes? Probably never. No, I mean, obviously not. I don't think he's polished enough, and I don't think he'll ever be polished enough to be that. But fuck, dude, we may be witnessing the best NFL quarterback in terms of athleticism that we have ever seen before. And I'm trying not to be a homer about it being a Colts fan, but like, fuck, dude. Anthony Richardson has so much promise to be just an absolute anomaly when it comes to quarterback in the NFL. He ran the ball well. He took hits, didn't get hurt. He played the full game, surprisingly. The biggest issue with the fool is his fucking short and medium route, which is insane to think about because like 99% of the time in the NFL, you got quarterbacks who short, medium, they got it. But that deep ball and that big playability, gone. Doesn't exist. Anthony Richardson, the complete opposite. Big playability, has it. Long runs, big hits, long throws, got it. But you ask him to do the simple shit, and he's going to fucking zip it, and it's going to go too fast, or he's going to throw it too outside, or it's not going to be the right route. Is that going to be forever? No. Is it fixable? Yes. Will it be corrected? Hopefully, because goddamn Steichen is a genius too. Colts were set up to be right there to have a chance to win that game. Just couldn't finish it, man. But lots of promise. That defense was atrocious, though. Like I said, I mean, Joe Mixon ran all up and down the field on us. Our secondary did a lot better than what I thought I did. Jalen Jones had a great game. Juju Brents made some plays. That interception was pretty nice when CJ Stroud was trying to throw it away, but they called it out. I mean, there's a lot of promise, but our D-line needs to figure some shit out. Our linebacking core needs to figure some shit out because they were the weakness of our team. Surprisingly, that secondary, like, obviously, you know, you missed some plays, but like, they were playing decent. Nick Cross was up there flying around, man. Fuck, dude. But that was both sides couldn't be more happier. Like, I don't think as a Colts fan, you couldn't be happier with the loss. As a Texans fan, holy shit, your team just played a fucking good team, and you guys fought to the very end and managed to fucking pull that bitch out with some amazing plays, man. Game one. Like, your team is only going to go up from here. CJ Stroud is only going to get better. Their connection and their chemistry is only going to get better throughout the year. Texans, dude. Texans are set up. Bills and Cardinals. I won't talk too much about this one, but Bills 34, Cardinals 28. Kyler Murray for, losing effort, coming back, maybe he wasn't hurt at the end of the year. He played last year, but that dude's fast. And if he can figure out his shit with Martin Harrison Jr., 1 reception, 4 yards, not good. We'll talk about it later. But that dude ran up and down the fucking Bills defense. Bills defense needs to figure some shit out because Kyler was torching them. But speaking of getting fucking torched, Josh Allen, dude. Josh Allen is the Bills' offense. He literally is it. Anytime they were in a squeak, anytime they needed a big play, anytime they needed something to fucking turn around, Josh Allen turn around, run the ball down the field, make some amazing throws, was literally just carrying that whole team on his fucking back. They need to figure out some other ways to make some plays, though, because he can't do it all the time. Eventually, the mistakes are going to happen, or he's going to get hurt. He's going to get nicked. It's just going to have things fall downhill. So hopefully they can kind of figure out a little bit more, because we'd love to see the Bills at the end of the year in that final playoff, or at the end of the playoffs, because they're an exciting team. Josh Allen makes them an exciting team. He clearly is one of the most elite quarterbacks in the NFL. If that week did not prove it, I don't know what else can, because if you look at that, he was their whole team. Final notable game, I want to talk about Patriots at Bengals. Patriots beat the Bengals 16-10. Joe Burrow comes back and lays a stinker, an absolute stinker. Struggled. The only thing that I can say negative about the Patriots, I mean, obviously, like, they didn't win by a ton of margin, but they won the game. Why are you giving Gerard Mayo a Gary Shower his first game? You should be all business buttoned up and just be like, hey, it's another win. Got to move on to Kansas City, or on to Cincinnati, or whatever the fuck. What's his face used to say? But I get it. I mean, it's exciting. It's the first win as an NFL coach, but like, I feel like you need to save that for a big moment. Get excited with them, jump it down, have a good time, but whatever, it's small. That's the only complaint I could really give you. Bengals, figure it the fuck out. We're not going to sit here and, like, what the fuck? 10? You can only put up 10 at home first game. You have all these weapons across the board. What the fuck? Let's get into who's lit, who greened out. First off, let's run through the list here. Who's lit? Patrick Mahomes, Xavier Worthy, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Reed, Packers wide receiver, the Texans offense, run game, pass game. Oh my God. Josh Allen, the Vikings, Sam Darnold, Justin Jefferson. My God. Saints, Alec Pierce from the Colts. My God, 3 receptions for 125 yards and a touchdown. Fuck. What more could you want? Bears defense, literally carried them through the game. 1 fumble return for a touchdown, 1 1 interception taken back for a touchdown. Jonathan Owens, Simone Biles, fucking whatchamacallit husband, making a play. God damn, that Bears defense carried him against the Titans. Caleb Williams looked bad. Saints Steelers defense, absolutely dominant. TJ Watt is the guy still. If he's not defensive player of the year, if he stays healthy and plays all 16 or 17 games, my fucking God. Seahawks defense, my God, they held firm against the Broncos. The Broncos had many times to score a touchdown. Starting with the ball in the red zone, getting the ball into the red zone very quickly. safeties, blah, 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 blah. And the Seahawks defense just stayed firm, held firm. It was impressive. And then Matt Stafford, fuck, dude. Puka gets hurt. Team struggling. They were down by like 2 scores at one point, and he just comes out flinging the rock with a chance to win the game. Defense just couldn't hold firm at the end of the game. The fucking Lions knew we're bigger, we're badder, we're going to run the ball down your throat, and we're going to win this game. You can't be upset about it, man. Can't be upset about it. God damn, that was a great game. Who should we talk about real quick? The one person who I mentioned there who I haven't really spoken about today who I want to touch on is Saquon Barkley. That dude was on fire. That dude looked like he's going to be the Christian McCaffrey for the Niners this year for the Eagles. He's a magician at running back, and the fact that he just isn't as coveted as he should be just because of injuries. It's literally it. But if he stays healthy, damn, sky's the limit. Sky's the fucking limit. Saquon Barkley was a goon this week. Who greened out this week? Who played like absolute dog shit? Like what the fuck? Caleb Williams, dude had a horrible game. I think he threw for like 95 yards or something. Fuck, dude. Like, it makes sense. There's going to be a lot of tough games early. He's a rookie. It's going to take a lot to figure out, but man, he struggled. I'm hoping he can bounce back against the Texans next week and put on a show for us. I really would love to see that. Not being a Colts fan, we want to see them. You know, we always want to see the Texans lose, but we want to see Caleb Williams succeed because I think it's good for the NFL if he is at least a guy, and he's a lot of time to figure it out. This is only week 1. There's a lot of time to figure it out, but it's still week 1, and we're gonna overreact because that's fucking fun. Will Levis, oh my god, 2 pick sixes, like gave away the game. Titans had that bitch firm, and they gave it away. It was all due to, or did he have 1 pick six and 1 fumbles? It was bad. Will Levis, it was bad. No, he had 2 pick sixes. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. Actually, not hopefully. Titans suck a dick. I was a Colts fan. Can't like them. Panthers, damn, dude. Damn. Saints fucked on you. Bryce Young, are you a flop? Are you a bust? Is that it? Is your NFL career over after this year? Shit, it's looking like it, dude. Because, dude, that was bad. That was bad. Saints turning up, man. That was bad. That was bad. The Bengals team. I'm talking about them. Play like shit. Marvin Harrison Jr. 1 yard or 1 reception for 4 yards. You need to do better, bud. You need to get more open. Kyler's running for his fucking life out there. If you were supposed to be that guy, and make some fucking plays. Because there's other guys in the NFL that are rookies that are making some fucking plays, dude. I hope you figure it out because we want to see you succeed. As a Colts fan, we had your daddy, and he's a legend for us. We'd love to see you become a legend as well in the NFL. You know, maybe one day we'll work your way over to the Colts and have a good time on the on your father's team. But figure it out, dude. Finally, who greened out? The Falcons. Falcons offense, more specifically. Oh my god. 26 total yards in all the second half. Kirk looked frantic. He looked heckled. He looked bad. O-line didn't get protection. Weapons weren't getting open. I mean, had good, decent first half, held their own, and it just fell apart. We hit it. Final 2 things. Fan bases that need to chill. Some people just need to shush a little bit. Number 1, our boys, the Colts. Colts fans need to stop overreacting. It was 1 fucking game. We played our asses off with all the mistakes that we made, and we still were in at the end and had a chance to win it. Couple mistakes. If we would have just fixed like 1 or 2 things, there literally was probably like 20 mistakes in the game that literally, if we would have fixed 1 of them, the game would have been a completely different outcome. So it's a long season. We're going to get the shit reeled in. Stop overreacting. I'm looking on like forums and shit, and Colts fans are like, fire Gus Bradley. Our defense is so trash. Like, our secondary is horrible. Fire Chris Ballard. It's like, it'll get better. Fucking chill. I will say the Patriots as well. Like, you won one game. Bengals are coming off injuries and drama, and you're going into a Seahawks team. Show it against the Seahawks, different story. But this week, deep breath. And then the Vikings. I mean, you dominated. Sam Darnold looked great. Justin looked great. You're going into for a test next week with the San Francisco 49ers. Best of luck. Chill. Next week, you win next week, we'll believe it. And the final thing we want to talk about Monday Night Football tonight. We got Niners over Jets. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to take the Niners over the Jets. I'm gonna flip it. Take the Jets over the Niners in a decent game, 24-21. I just think the Niners are going to have a little bit of struggles with all the offseason drama, players not being in lineups, conditioning. It's going to be a little bit of a tough start for them, but they'll figure it out. Niners always do. They're going to be a decent team. With all the weapons that they lost, it could be a little bit more of a struggle. Like I said, lots of drama. Jets, a little bit more quiet offseason. There was some drama with Hassan Reddick, but, defense is stout, offense is stout. Let's see where it goes. Let's wrap it up there, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys like this content, please consider liking, subscribing, hit that notification bell. Give us some thoughts on what you think. If you have any topic ideas, that'd be cool. Knock them down. We'd love to get some weed-focused topics. If you have anything you want us to talk about, like cannabis-wise, love to hear from you. Like I said, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We'll talk to you in the next one. Go smoke some fucking weed. Peace.